Earlier tonight, we told you that the Arizona Department of Transportation now is implementing some very sweeping changes to its very popular website. We're talking about Service Arizona, and it's following a 3 on Your Side and CBS 5 Investigates news report.
So the question is, what are those changes, and what do the victims of identity thieves have to say about them? Here's 3 on Your Side's Gary Harper.
Well, victims tell 3 on Your Side that ADOT had to do something, and they tell us that, quite frankly, they're a little surprised some of these security measures that are supposed to be put in place were not there to begin with.
I mean, I'm surprised that it happened so quickly.
Cindy McPeters is reacting to the sweeping changes that were just made to ServiceArizona.com. That's the state's website where you can conveniently register your car or even order a duplicate driver's license for yourself. But that so-called convenience caused a gaping loophole that allowed scammers to steal people's identities. And that's exactly what happened to Cindy.
It's made me physically sick, a nervous wreck. It's very upsetting.
In a previous 3 on Your Side report, Cindy and her husband explained how a woman posing as her in these bank surveillance photos was able to withdraw $4,500 from Cindy's bank account using Cindy's driver's license. We now know that the suspect was reportedly able to get a duplicate copy of Cindy's driver's license through Service Arizona. But the Arizona Department of Transportation, which runs the website, says it's now implementing changes after what we discovered.
I'm very thankful because it seemed like it took so long, so many months and phone calls and getting nowhere. Nobody wanted to help.
ADOT says its first major change is that Arizonans will no longer be able to order a duplicate driver's license and have it mailed to a different address. That's what the scammers have been doing. If you want your driver's license sent to another address, you'll have to do it in person with the proper credentials. Cindy says that security measure should have been in place from the get-go.
Of course, that's the way it should have been to begin with. Had it been that way, I wouldn't have gone through what I've been through this past year.
Another change is that Arizonans will now have to provide their full driver's license number for all transactions, which the agency says is another layer of identity authentication. Cindy says that certainly makes sense.
It makes me angry that they didn't do something sooner.
And it took us
Right.
to expose the
Right.
problem.
Yes.
And finally, ADOT says it's implementing a newly formed online fraud task force to aggressively investigate and discover any fraudulent activity. Cindy's husband, Bob, says he's satisfied knowing ADOT is finally doing something.
Are you surprised they're actually making changes?
Yes and no. You guys went after them like bulldogs and they listened.
And ADOT is advising people to get a credit monitoring service just in case. I'm Gary Harper, 3 on Your Side.